Shabbat Shalom. Have you ever heard the joke about the rabbi having to give sermons during Elul just weeks before the sermonic Super Bowl? No, I haven't either. Oh, and the suit? I just wanted to see if it still fits. Okay, but since we're so close to Rosh Hashanah, I'm very sorry. I only have a brief thought. Has there ever been a bigger miscalculation of ego than when a rabbi apologizes for having a short sermon? Okay, I'll stop stalling and get to my now ever-extending brief words. My only thought on our parsha is this, is that in it we get our first piece of biblical liturgy. We have already gotten the Shema and other parts of the Torah that will become liturgy. But here in Parsha Tavo, we get Israelite liturgy. The ancient Israelite came to the temple as a pilgrim, bringing their first fruits. They would ascend the many steps of the temple and approach the priest, and the priest would lead them in reciting these words that may be familiar to you. My father was a wandering Aramean. He went down to Egypt and sojourned there. Few in number, but he became there a nation, great, mighty, and many. Why would the priest prompt our ancestors and guide them through this very well-known passage? Because, like us, when we enter synagogue, like us when we come before important moments in our lives, or in the rare occasions when we stand before a grand stage, we're nervous, we're intimidated, and we are acutely aware of our shortcomings. And it's those shortcomings that generally come to the surface rather than our words. And at the same time, like so many people when we enter a synagogue, you think you're the only one who doesn't know the words. The author of this passage of the Torah and architects of a ritual Israelite life were demonstrating their emotional sensitivity. Maybe you could enter the temple and offer heartfelt words of enduring piety, or maybe you would have known what to say at the moment. Maybe you practice this prayer all day, every day, as you were plowing your field in preparation for this pilgrimage to Jerusalem. Or maybe these words would disappear, evaporate, as soon as you walked up those final steps. I think there are many takeaways here, in meaning far greater than I can come up with right now. But I have always found this moment in the Torah and in our collective memory, to be inspiring and heartening. Sometimes we need to remember that showing up is enough, and we must always remember that our God, at least the God in the eyes of the Torah, care more about the words that come from your heart than the words that come from our lips. Shabbat Shalom.